Hey there, yoga teacher. In today's practice, we'll be doing a short practice on the solar plexus or Manipura chakra. My doggy's right here off of camera, so you might hear him breathing or doing whatever he does while he's dreaming. All right, so let's begin in an easy seated pose. If you'd rather sit in Virasana with the blocks under your booty and your feet back, that's fine as well. I prefer Sukhasana. So you can pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Just relax the shoulders away from the ears. And let's have the hands in our Hakini Mudra. So bringing the tips of the fingers together and bringing that to the solar plexus area. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just start to take a couple cleansing breaths here in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Beginning your Ujjayi pranayama, sometimes I'll call it Ujjayi just for short. So valving the back of the throat, making that sound from the throat, not the nose, because that'll drain your energy quickly. Ujjayi pranayama helps to cleanse and purify the breath and build heat within the body. So as you're breathing here, just really focus on expanding the ribs in every direction as you inhale, softening the outer body as you exhale. Relax the face, the forehead, the eyes, the jaw. And start to visualize a fire burning within you in your solar plexus area. Now, as you inhale, I want you to visualize that you're stoking that fire, that you're making it burn brighter. As you exhale, you're letting go of anything that's burning up, anything that's keeping you from feeling powerful or stepping into your own personal power. Breathe in, stoke that fire. Breathe out, let go of what you're burning up, what you're letting go of. Let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Lower your head, bring your hands to your knees. Keep your shoulders back, just stretching the neck, shoulders up or back. Roll the head to one side, forward and to the other side. Back down to center, one more breath. Blink your eyes open. And slowly lift your head. All right, good job. On your inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Bring your left hand to your opposite knee, other hand behind. Inhale up, so working with the breath, vinyasa. Exhale, twist. Inhale up for the count of 4. Exhale, twist for the count of 4. So we're not holding any of these poses. It's constant movement since it is a vinyasa. At least that's how we're practicing it today. Just to build a little bit more heat. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart, Hakini Mudra at the solar plexus. Just breathe here. Come back to your Ujjayi if you lost it. Good. All right, so you can open up your eyes and let's come into boat pose. Now, we do have 2 blocks for today's practice. If you want to build a little bit more heat for your personal practice, go ahead and put that block right in between your knees. Start to lean back so you are balancing on the tripod of your sitting bones and your tailbone. Feel free to put a blanket or double up your mat under your booty if you need to. So you can start to lift up so that your shins are parallel to the ground. Activate the feet, pushing through the heels and the balls of the feet. Okay, and then if you like, you can reach the fingers towards the feet and breathe. Keep the chest lifted, don't round the back, squeeze those knees in. It works the inner thighs big time. And then if you want to get crazy, half boat, Ardha Navasana. I'll probably be sore tomorrow. All right, come up and back down. Up, back down. We'll do that one more time. Up, back down. And up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so definitely that built some heat for me. I hope it did for you. Let's bring the soles of the feet together and just come into a bound angle, Baddha Konasana, stretching out the thighs. That always really gets my inner thighs big time. All right, very good. So even in your boat too, we can come back to a modified boat with the toes on the ground or the heels, and we can twist. So let's inhale. Heart at center. Exhale, twist and open up to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. One more time on each side. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. All right, awesome. So cross the legs at the ankles and let's rock and roll 3 times. Building some heat, getting the energy flowing. See if you can roll all the way up to the feet. And then come on to the hands and knees, coming into a tabletop position. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, toes pointing straight back. As you inhale, start to look out in front of you. Draw your chest forward, shoulders back, stretching the abs from that core work. Exhale, round the back, round the shoulders. Really push up that space in the solar plexus, where the solar plexus is. Inhale, look out. Again, focus on stretching that area. Exhale, round. Focus on pushing that area up towards the sky. Keep going. Work with your ujjayi. Two more. Last one. Great. And come back to center. Now grab your blocks, come down onto the belly, and let's work on our chaturanga form a little bit here because it's just so fun, isn't it? All right. So I've seen so many people that even have been practicing yoga for a long time and they're still not having good form with the chaturanga. And the thing is if we don't do it correctly, we're not going to build the strength that we need for more advanced poses, which means that we could hurt ourselves or we just won't progress as fast as we would like to. Not that it's about progressing fast, but I think a lot of times people think that if they skip through all of this, then, you know, they're actually doing better. But we don't want to use momentum to flow through our vinyasas, and we really want to make sure we're getting the correct form. So I like to have the blocks personally on the highest height, and you're going to scoot yourself forward and bring your hands on either side, kind of like you're coming into a big cobra. So here we're coming into just a little cobra. So the hands are right behind the blocks, fingers pointing forward, elbows in. Let's curl the toes under. Think inhale here, and then exhale, just lift the belly, navel to spine, tuck the tailbone. So as you can see, my torso is pretty parallel to the ground here, okay? And I don't even really have any weight in the hands. It's more so in the shoulders. Now you can stay there or lift the knees. And I want you to think about pushing the heels back, drawing the chest forward, and keep your chin tucked. So this is really what a chaturanga should look like as you move through your vinyasa. Okay, carefully lower down, and then just push up to where it feels good for you. I'm just kind of doing like a little mini up dog because my back is pretty flexible, so I can do that comfortably. All right, come back down. Let's just take a couple breaths. Curl the toes under, inhale. Exhale, lift just the belly, tuck the tailbone, so you're bringing your pelvis into neutral. Feel free to stay here or lift the knees. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Keep your chin tucked a little bit so your neck is long. Ooh, feel that solar plexus getting stronger. All right, lower down and then stretch the abs. I like to have a little bit of movement here. All right, good job. Lower down, move those blocks out of the way, and push up to the hands and knees. And let's come into our first downward facing dog. And before we do, let's go over the shoulder wrap. So stand up tall on the knees, bring your arms up, and wrap the shoulders. Practice wrapping like you're closing your armpits. So I'll show you also from the side instead of here. Wrap. Okay, so we're going to have to do that in down dog, squeeze them in, but then you're going to have to roll the forearms in so that the palms face forward and the knuckles will be really rooted into the mat. So coming onto the hands and knees, root the knuckles down, and by knuckles I mean on the inside of the palm, okay? Pointer fingers pointing straight forward. Bring your knees back a couple inches, curl the toes under. Lift the knees up. Now keep the knees bent as you push the hips up and back. Now roll the shoulders away from each other. Maybe even take your upper inner arm and roll it out so you can feel what that feels like. Keep that. Roll the forearms in so that the knuckles are heavy. Ears are in line with your upper arms instead of having the crown of the head down, because if you're thinking about Tadasana, whenever you're standing in mountain pose, you're not bringing your chin to your chest, right? So we want to keep that neutral. And that also helps you to keep the shoulders engaged. Push those hips up and back. And let's just wake up the backs of the legs. Walk the dog. Now stay here and hold, or we'll move into a twist. So walk your feet in a couple inches. You can still have the knees bent. The heels aren't lifted actively. They are reaching down towards the ground, but we're not jamming them into the ground because that can round the back, okay? So from here, grab the outside edge of the left calf with the right hand. Twist, look under your left armpit and breathe. Switch. Ujjayi breath. Affirmation could be I am powerful, or I stand in my power. Bring the hand down. Now from here, you can practice a couple little bunny hops if you like. I'm just going to do really little ones just in case my mat moves. So remembering to look forward, seeing if you can heel. Kick your booty with your heels. Okay, and then walk or float to the front of the mat. Coming into your mountain pose feet. So big toes touching or feet up to 2 inches apart. Inhale, lengthen the spine, monkey pose. Exhale, fold over the legs. Push into the feet. Look out in front of you. Inhale, rise up with a flat back, arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, draw the hands down to the solar plexus, Hakini Mudra. Breathe. Take some cleansing breaths as needed. Really ground down into the feet, especially if you're getting dizzy from standing up. Let's move right into our flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down through center with your Hakini Mudra and fold. Inhale, inhale, monkey pose. Long, long spine. Now exhale, you can walk to plank. Don't jump to plank, or you can hop to chaturanga. So if you want to watch me, hop right to your chaturanga. See how I'm at 90 degrees? Looks just like it did on the blocks. Inhale, push through, back bend of choice. I normally don't teach upward facing dog in most of my classes, but for you guys I will. So for this pose, you're pushing into the hands. The only thing that's touching beside the hands are the feet, the tops of the feet. From here, don't use momentum. Engage your abs and push up and back. You could also alternatively add in another chaturanga push-up right after that upward facing dog. Taking some cleansing breaths. I am powerful, or I stand in my power, whatever feels good for you. Bring your big toes together to touch. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring it through. Low lunge. Flatten the back foot. Windmill the arms up. Virabhadrasana 2. Bending into the right knee, making sure it's not going past the ankle. Arms up. Gaze out through the right middle finger. I know I look backwards to you. Just breathe here. Little smile. It doesn't have to be a big one. Right foot's pointing straight forward. Right heel in line with the arch of the back foot. Inhale, straighten the right leg, but don't lock it. So squeeze the quad. Exhale, reach out, bring the right hand probably right below the knee or slide it down. Left hand can go up, but remember both shoulders are directly over the bottom leg. So if you're doing this up against a wall, your right butt cheek would be on the wall, but so would your shoulders. Keep your chin tucked a little bit. You can look down, sideways, or up. Now, just for fun, to add a little bit more heat for you guys, you can either go to down dog or you can bring the hands on either side of the right foot to frame it. Come into a standing split. And if you want to practice a couple handstand hops, you can do that here. Maybe you do a handstand. Okay, and then you can move through your vinyasa. So I do a lot of handstands in my practice and it makes me tired, so I lower my knees for my vinyasas a lot of the time. Up and back. Good. So now we're in our down dog again. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it through. Try not to lift the heel of the hand if at all possible. Right heel down, windmill the arms up, Virabhadrasana to other side. Weights right in the middle of both legs. Breathe. I am powerful. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale, straighten the leg, but don't lock it. Exhale, reach forward, Trikonasana, triangle. Twist the belly button, open, open, open. Okay, down dog, vinyasa, or frame the left foot. Bring the left foot back a little bit. Couple handstand hops if you want. Move through your vinyasa if you haven't already. Keep the good form. That's why I lower my knees, so that I can continue to have good form. Don't use momentum. Hold your down dog or take a break and sit back on the heels. Breathe. Hakini Mudra if you're sitting back. Coming back to that fire. Downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring it through low lunge. Keep the back heel lifted, rise up. Crescent warrior. Weight again is right in between both legs. Lengthen the tailbone down so the pelvis is neutral. So inhale here. Exhale, twist to your right. First variation, just bring the hand to the knee, other hand behind, or prayer. Push, push, push so that the hands come to the center of the chest. Stay there or revolved half moon. Left toes pointing down, right hand up, twist the belly button open. Left leg parallel to the ground. Vinyasa down dog or standing splits. Couple handstand hops. Okay, we'll meet up in downward facing dog. Engage your abs. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, rise up, crescent warrior. Wrap the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Go to where you like. Couple breaths here, find your gazing point. Stay there or revolved half moon. Parvrita, Ardha Chandrasana. Right toes are pointing down, right legs parallel to the ground. Vinyasa down dog, standing or standing splits with some hops. Yogi's choice. This is your practice. Only going to do one. Tired. Lower down. Meet up in downward facing dog. Just take a couple cleansing breaths here. Okay, come down, sit back onto your heels and breathe. Whew. Take some cleansing breaths. And let it go. Definitely feel like we're working some stuff up to the surface here. Okay, side crow. You ready? Parvrita Bakasana. I'm sorry, Parshva Bakasana. No, Parvrita Bakasana, I'm right. Okay, so turn your knees over to your right. Let's bring the hands in front. Okay, push the knee away from you with your right hand. Pull your belly over, whatever you need to do. So first variation, just hook the arm and do a couple little push-ups. Next variation, rest onto the left tricep and elbow with your body. Next variation, keep this left elbow free. Keep the shoulders plugged in, whatever you choose. If you want to take it into any other pose, then Ekapada Kuninasana. Go ahead. Just taking a couple breaths. Chill out and do the other side. So you can always pause and then work on this a little bit longer. That would be fine, of course. Okay, come into it as you are ready. Lower down, balance, breathe. Whew, I can tell I worked on this the other day. Very good. And then go ahead and come down to the belly for a shoulder stretch. Okay, good. I was just making sure it's still recording. All right, there's nothing worse than getting all the way through a freaking yoga video and then it wasn't recording. So lower down onto the belly, come into a sphinx. Whew. Let's take a couple breaths here. And we're going to move into Bekasana, not Bakasana, Bekasana. Frog pose. Okay, we'll do half frog pose. So bend the left knee, grab the inside edge of the left foot with the left hand, square off the shoulders. So if you feel a great stretch in your shoulders here and your shoulder here, stay here. Otherwise, start to push the foot down towards your booty and walk your hand up towards the toes. Revolve the hand so that the knuckles are pointing forward and see how my left elbow is pointing up. You might not be able to go there. That's okay. Listen to your body, please. Don't get hurt. You know that. You're a yoga teacher. Don't let the ego get in the way. And then switch her out. Grab the inside edge. Push the heel down towards the booty so the elbow goes in. And then you'll rotate so that the elbow points up, knuckles point forward. Now I'm not sure on the name of side crow Sanskrit, to be honest with you. I'll let you know in the comments or in the description. It should be Parvrita Bakasana, but I'm not 100% sure. So don't quote me on it. All right, release that. If you want to do both legs, feel free. Don't knock yourself out trying to do it. Just remember when you release, it is like a slingshot, so be very careful. And then let's push up to the hands and knees, swing the feet around, and come into an easy seated pose. It feels so good right now, doesn't it? Sometimes the best poses are just whenever you're coming out of the poses, right? That feels so good just to come out sometimes. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Relax the shoulders. Hakini Mudra. And breathe. Come back to the fire. Stoke that fire with your inhale. Let go of anything you burned up during this practice on your exhale. Good. Now you can lower your head a little bit, blink your eyes open, and lift your head. So I highly recommend that you either finish your practice in a wide leg forward fold, or a nice long shavasana, or a meditation, just to really kind of round it out. But we're already past that 20-minute mark, so I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to let you decide how you want to finish off your practice. Thank you so much for everything you do out in the world, yoga teacher. I really appreciate you, and I hope that you find value from these videos. Namaste.